Hi guys, welcome to Stan's second Princeton in Asia vlog post. I'm Stan and I'm here to give you guys an update on my time in China so far. So, as you know, I've been in China since late August as a Princeton in Asia fellow at Northeastern University in Shenyang, China. And so this is how I'll set it up. I'll start out with how I'm feeling, so a mental health check, and then I'll give you my updates on things that have happened so far. Then I'll go into concerns or things that have worried me over the past 3 months, and then I'll close with what I'm excited about next. Okay? So let's start with how I'm feeling. So I'm feeling pretty good. The first month, I would say, was tough, adjusting to multiple things at a time. So culturally, China is very different than America, and that's just the beginning of all the differences, I think, amongst the two regions of the world. So there was a lot to overcome when it came to language, going to shops, figuring out where to go, what to buy, how to use a VPN to access internet that I'm used to, not Chinese internet, making friends in my classes. All of these things came all at once. So the first month was a tough month, but I had a good network here, and I really focused on making sure that my classes were as exciting as possible and that I was giving time to people around me. So that was my first month. After that, things started to get easier, classes got better. I got a Chinese tutor, so now I'm learning Chinese with him. He's a graduate student here, he's awesome. And now we're 3 months in, we're in December, and things are really moving smoothly. Now I'm starting to really get the hang of my classes. I teach oral English, debate, and biblical culture to sophomores and freshmen. And so those classes are a lot of fun, and it's a little challenging for them, but I think it's a good challenge, and we're making a lot of progress. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. So I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more relieved, more relaxed, less anxious about everything. And I'm excited about these classes moving forward. Okay, some updates. So first update, I made a speech at Liaoning. The province I live in is Liaoning province. They have a cancer hospital about 15 minutes from here, and I made a speech there. I was asked to give a speech there about English public speaking. So I made a speech there last month and to a generous audience of nurses and doctors and other medical professionals, and it was a lot of fun. It was good speech, good Q&A after. They seemed really into it, and they asked some really good questions. So that was a lot of fun. Another highlight, I became a Reach the World traveler. So if you don't know what Reach the World is, look it up. This organization is fantastic. So they're a nonprofit based in New York, and their goal is to improve the geographical awareness or knowledge for K through 12 students in the United States. So I'm a volunteer traveler with them. So my responsibilities include making a blog post that my 3rd grade class can view, and video chatting with them every month. So I video chatted with them yesterday actually, and it was fantastic, and they're so cute. So that's a really good time for me to talk to younger students about my life and to kind of communicate that to them in a very easily digestible way, and to have a lot of fun talking about it. I also try to inspire them to travel later in their life. And a lot of them want to be teachers and they want to travel, so it's a really good response. I also have judged a few competitions. So at Northeastern, they have competitions all the time. They have singing competitions, acting competitions, all of the competitions. And so they tend to invite a lot of teachers to judge these competitions because they're in English and we're all native speakers. So like the latest one today, I judged an acting competition. So students were acting out plays like, for instance, Romeo and Juliet and Death of a Salesman. Really good acting, a lot of fun. The kids, they get all dressed up and into it, so that's great. And my last highlight, I'll show you. I have fish. Check it out. You see them? Yeah, so I just got fish. I tutor on the weekends, and the kid I tutor, his parents have a lot of fish, and they offered me some fish because they want less fish. So they gave them to me for free. It was really generous of them, and I just bought a tank. So it's a lot of fun. It adds some life to the room. Okay, so those are my highlights so far. So some concerns, I would say, it's just lesson planning, making sure that I have my lesson plans in time, making sure that the classes are interesting and student-centered and engaging, and that the discussions are rich and full of content. That's something I'm always working on, so it's always a concern. Another concern is Chinese, so I want to be more proficient, so I need to spend more time practicing. I don't spend as much time as I should, so those are my two main concerns for myself. And what am I excited about? So I'm excited for a few things. The first is Spring Festival travel. So if you don't know what Spring Festival is, in the United States we call it Chinese New Year, but in China they call it Spring Festival. So for 15 days, most people have off and they travel back home and they spend time with their loved ones, and it's a really beautiful thing. So I'll be traveling during that time, and for my next blog post in February or March, I'll update you guys on where I went. Another thing I'm looking forward to is my classes in December. So it's my last month of teaching for this semester, so I'm excited to really work on the home stretch with them and really take these lessons and bring it all home and see how they respond and do tests and work on our debates and see how much progress we make by the end of the semester. I'm also going to migrate a lot of the content from my Reach the World blog to my personal blog. I've been neglecting my personal blog, and I've been working on the Reach the World blog because there's a direct audience and deadlines, so I needed to prioritize that. But by mid-December, I'll no longer be a Reach the World traveler. So, and there's a lot of good content, so I'll migrate it over so you guys can see it. And then I'll start coming up with content for that blog. And last, I'm working on some graduate school applications. So I'm looking into some graduate programs in international relations or development or diplomacy. So that's really exciting. I have a few applications in, and I'm working on some more. I'll save those updates, maybe for 2 blog posts later, once I choose a school or whatever the future holds in that direction. So that update is coming as well. And then that's all I have for today for this post. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you're interested in Princeton in Asia, or living in China, or just traveling and living abroad, let me know and we can have a discussion. I'll post my email at the end of this video, and you guys can reach out to me whenever you want, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Alright guys, I really appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in a few months. Alright, take care.
plan. You see, anything's possible. You have to dream like you never seen obstacles. I mean, that Princeton thing was the illogical back when wings was the shit to bring, and cranberries with my sexy tangs. Had no swipes and they wouldn't pay me. I had goals but they were hard to shape me. Like go play dough back in school, but like then I played my role. Man, I had a dream. Like hang in front of the building. I had APO, the CEO was down to play pong with bros. I used APO, the network for all the shit that I work for. Yo, so I be in Chicago and pay like who really paid for all this shit? Oh. Shout out to Nottingham. I see